Relax.
Like it's on right. Just have to deal with the fluttering. Gives like a horror vibe though to it.
It does give like a horror vibe to it. The backlight doesn't affect the front at all though. It just gives a weird shadow.
You got your phone ready?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't. Fuck? No, you can't.
What the fuck?
Well.
This is gonna be a treat.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So, how's it going, everybody? We are live for a drive-along AMA. We actually had 3 people reach out to us today and ask us if we do a drive-along AMA tonight. So maybe only 3 people will tune in. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to let you know, apparently we're having some issues with the lights inside the car. So it might get... Oh, and like it doesn't want to hold up anymore. I have to tighten the back of it. Probably should have done that before we came in here. So you're going to see the lights sort of blink on and off. Maybe the vehicle's haunted. We don't really know. So we're going to do a short little 20 or 30 minute AMA. You guys want to talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. We are game. If you want to send in super chats, we are game. Doesn't matter. We can talk about the fan film. We can talk about New Mutants. We seen New Mutants last night. Or we can talk about whatever each and every one of you want. Hopefully you guys are having a long weekend. We are kidless for the second straight night. That rarely happens. And so, yeah. Yeah, what do we got here? Anything so far?
Frank says, are you guys parking? Quotation marks.
Are we parking?
Yeah. Like, are we parking, babe?
Oh, he means for some fun time. Are we parking for some fun? I mean, you can't see where Jade's hands are, so... No, I'm kidding. No, nothing of that sort.
Pete's Ultimate Movie Review says, you guys excited for Candyman in October?
Are we excited for Candyman in October? Nobody's watching. Everyone's like, fuck this, I'm not doing it. It's probably Frank watching right now. Are we excited for Candyman in October? I'm torn. I gotta be honest. As much as a horror fan I am, so people asked questions and left. Because I think Triple Stacks commented too, but then took off. Oh, now he's back.
Because I'd rather see Halloween Kills.
I think we'd all rather see Halloween Kills than Candyman. This thing just keeps going down.
Yeah.
I just watched it go down there. I think the back needs to be. Ooh. You know, I'm not a big Candyman guy. I'm not. You know, it is what it is. I mean, Jade and I are lucky enough that to Landmark up here, we got a bunch of free movie passes. So we can use some of those to see some movies. But the next movie I'm most excited to go see that is still tentatively scheduled for this year is probably No Time to Die, the James Bond movie. That's probably the next big one on my list. What about you, babe? You excited for Candyman?
To be honest, I know that I've heard about it, but I can't remember anything about it.
It's I don't know if it's a sequel or a remake. I can't remember. It's a Blumhouse movie.
Frank says Candyman is a Sammy Davis Jr. biopic, right?
Oh man, Frankie the Tanky Reiki. Or Riker. Frank Riker. Man, I almost sound like I'm high right now, but I assure you that I'm not, because I would not smoke and drive. I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know if I'll go see Candyman. I mean, I feel like part of me owes it to the channel to go see it. But it's not, you know, I'm not anticipating it at all, to be honest. It's kind of like just another movie. That's probably, you know, sinful to some. But that's just how I feel about it.
I have a love-hate relationship with the rest of the Blumhouse movies too, though.
Look, Blumhouse is the king of spending oh my god, I can't talk, see what I mean? A very little amount of money and pumping out results, even if they're not blockbuster results. Nobody turns around small budget films and makes them profit better than Blumhouse. That's just facts.
Like the Truth or Dare movie. Did you ever want to watching that?
I have not seen Truth or Dare yet, no.
Okay, well, it's on Prime or Crave or something like that, so we'll watch it when we go home. But, like, I think that, like, the whole premise of the movie was really good, but I think that it was just executed really poorly.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. I don't think this one is going to be anywhere nearly as successful as the last couple.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Frank says, and if anyone thinks Kills is coming out on VOD and be successful, they are wrong. I saw Mulan without going through Disney and was bored to tears.
You know what's funny, Frank? Is I actually just got a message from someone, and I don't know how or why people keep buying into this rumor, but I literally just got a message from somebody saying, did you hear that Halloween Kills is going to be available to rent on Halloween night, one night only this year? And I don't know what's worse. The fact that people attempt to even start such a terrible rumor that has absolutely no weight to it, I don't know if it's, I'm more pissy with them or if I'm more pissy with the fact that people actually buy it. Like, it is literally, I think I've been on the channel and I've talked about this before, the worst thing they could do. Hey, so here, see our new movie on VOD for one night only as the rest of the world pirates it, and we absolutely kill any anticipation to see this movie in 2021. And oh man, I honestly don't know what part frustrates me more. The fact that there's no possible way that would ever happen, or the fact that people believe it. It's, it goes to show that, if, Joe Blow on Twitter has, 15,000 followers, however he got them, whether they're real or paid for or whatever, throws out there, hey, Halloween Kills is coming out tomorrow on VOD for 12 hours only.
What the fuck is this person doing?
I almost can't.
God damn, I hate people.
We can rotate the camera. How about this? So, for some fun here, I think most of our viewers are American, is we're going to rotate the camera for you guys and show you what some of our streets look like here. They're streets. It's not much different than what you have, but we'll still be able to see the chat for a bit. And I know some questions have come in, and I'm going to let Jade get to those questions.
Okay, Triple Stack says, I hate rumor starters. Me too.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between a rumor and a legitimate report. Like, there's some rumors that are absolutely valid, and they have some weight to them. And then there's, hey, let's fucking throw some shit against the wall and hope it sticks.
Jonathan Nichols says, people are crazy as hell.
People are crazy. Like the guy that almost caused an accident in front of us before we flipped the cam, so.
What Frank's asked, what was the worst experience you and Jade ever had at a theater?
Oh, easily. Was it the first hit or the second hit?
The first hit.
I'll let Jade tell this story. This is it's a doozy.
I honestly don't remember much.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
You can't see right now, but I'm giving Jade a look like, how dare you? How dare you not tell this story?
Well, you tell the story.
All right, so, what are you doing? No, I don't want it to turn around. I want it facing this.
So they can look at a random fucking food mart?
Yeah, no, they don't need to see us all the way. They can see some of the street. We'll switch it up.
And down there is where Johnny lives.
Actually, hey, Frank, actually, anybody on the channel, Johnny, we're like Johnny's house. If you see that house and just behind the store there, is like a couple houses down. Johnny, who's on the channel occasionally, part of Fandom Empire. We're actually driving down his street right now, and that's not it. That's not it. That's still not it. That's it right there, that building we just drove by. Anyway, worst experience we ever had, without doubt, we were seeing It, chapter 1, I guess it would have been. And Guy is tailgating the hell out of me right now. Nothing more annoying than that. But these two girls, they were probably, I don't know, somewhere between 16 and 22. And they wouldn't shut the fuck up the entire movie.
Oh, is that when Shawnee almost beat?
Yeah. They literally talked through the entire movie. And you had other people in the movie theater, like, telling them to be quiet. And they just wouldn't shut up, which was really frustrating. And I'm pretty good about keeping my cool in public. And I didn't say anything during the movie, but when the movie ended, I got up, turned to them, and I said, you should really shut up when other people are trying to watch a movie.
See, that wasn't the worst experience for me. Another experience, well, maybe worst experience going with you, but another experience was just like people talking throughout the entire movie, fucking throwing shit, kicking my chair, and it wasn't when I was pregnant, it was before I got pregnant, because I was willing to fight these people. They were like kicking my chair the entire time. I kept turning around and be like, can you please stop? I asked at least 4 times in a nice voice, can you please stop kicking my chair? And they just kept fucking kicking my chair.
Kickity, kickity, kick.
And, or they would put, they just fucking talked nonstop too. I don't even remember what movie it was because I was just so irritated. Okay, next, let's keep going. Pete Saltzlerman movie review says, can't believe people are saying that since Scream 5 is coming out in January 2022, it is ultimately going to be bad. I mean, it's not like it was supposed to come out in January, so...
Well, Pete, I think the thing with there is, I'm not going to criticize people too much, but I mean, it is pretty common. I heard Cody Leach, I mean, I don't know Cody Leach personally at all. We've had a few interactions on Facebook and on Twitter. He seems like a decent dude, decent family guy. And I seen him going on about this too. But, common knowledge is the way this generally works is if a studio thinks a movie is not going to do well, not taking the pandemic into consideration here. If a studio thinks the pandemic or a movie's not going to do well, they usually place that movie in January. It's basically where movies go to die. Now, due to the pandemic, you could say that it's not your typical January release, and it is what it is. So I'm not going to criticize people for saying that. I mean, the fact is none of the movie has been shot yet, so they have no idea if that's why they're putting it there or not. With that said, though, it's very, very, very possible that it's going to be, I haven't heard of the budget on it yet. If they're going to North Carolina, where Halloween and Halloween Kills have gone, then you know they're going low budget.
No fucking out there. Signal when you're already in the goddamn lane. What the oh, God.
Yeah, you gotta love the way people drive.
I don't have road rage.
Oh, not at all. Look, at the end of the day, it's a January placement, but the fact is next year is loaded. October, you have the Batman and Halloween Kills. November, I don't know if it's November it's coming out or not. I believe there's a Marvel movie in November. There's movies slated for December. January, for me, is a safe date for them. I don't think it means the movie's going to be bad or not make money. I think both are possible, but I'm going to roll my window up. I just realized you're probably getting all the traffic noise. It is what it is.
Okay, where were we? Popeye said, Popeye, whatever.
Poppy!
Says, hi guys.
What's up, Pop?
I joined the Halloween, sorry, he goes, I enjoyed the Halloween 5 watch party.
Yeah, a lot of people enjoyed the Halloween 5 watch party. Big shout out to Toronto Freddy, who took home both prizes. Oh, there's a policeman. There's 2 policemen.
Oh, they're speeding.
Yeah, they are speeding. They're flooring it up there. They're going somewhere. Yes, it actually is Oshawa for the next few meters before we cross into Whitby, man, which you'll see us pass the welcome to Whitby side here soon.
I'll be back said, ooh, a POV shot.
Ooh, a POV shot, yeah. So actually, one of the fan films that didn't pan out, I know we announced the new one to you guys today. Here comes the welcome to Whitby sign on the right-hand side. I had shot a scene in the winter snow POV from my car where I was basically driving in a snowstorm, and that's how the credits were going to be in the beginning of the movie. I know we got more there.
Okay, Poppy says Dune trailer drops this Wednesday at 9 a.m.
Really? It says who?
I don't know. There's no source. They also said and the Invisible Man was great. I've heard good things about that. We need to watch that.
The Invisible Man, yes. The problem with Invisible Man is it sort of got caught in limbo, and the Invisible Man ended up being right around the time that the pandemic hit, and it's sort of stuck in between, which is what limbo means. Hey, Intel Wild in the house.
Okay, so back to this. Bushwick 18 and Mask Maker Mike are both in the chat. They both say, hey, what's up?
Mikey boy, we need to talk, preferably tonight, man.
Jonathan Nichols says, Cody is a good guy. I've been following him for years.
I see.
Triple Stack says, road rage. I have it bad. Oh, well.
So does Jade.
Oh, I'm not even the one driving, and I have bad road rage. It's bad. My sister is even worse. She doesn't even have her full license, and she will scream at people.
I drive for a living, so I just sort of take it as it comes.
Frank Riker says, what is the worst thing to deal with as your son grows up? For me, it was dealing with my kid's first heartbreak or a bully. Oh, man.
Oh,
Jesus.
Okay, so I'm not going to get into details about the situation, just because I don't know who can play this back, Frank, but my 12-year-old is not Jade's. It's with someone else. Jade more or less plays the role of stepmom for him. They love each other. They have a great relationship. Growing up, I travel basically 2.5 hours each way to go see my older guy, and for years I was doing it 2 to 3 times a month, and very committed father. So that was hard just whenever he wasn't around. But as he got into school, I think it's like a year ago now, maybe 2, he had this situation happen in the classroom that was traumatic, very embarrassing. He ran out of the classroom and basically locked himself in the bathroom, and
wouldn't come out.
Yeah, wouldn't come out. The school didn't exactly do much to help the situation. I'm 2.5 hours away, so I can't just be there. And my heart broke, man. I wanted to friggin' punch holes through my wall. It was just, it wasn't a good situation at all.
Yeah. Or when you hear him talk and he says, because he moves schools so much, when he's just like, oh, well, my old best friend at this school that I don't see anymore, and it just breaks your heart because he's only 12. He doesn't realize that, you're probably not going to see those people again. It sucks.
I know we got a lot more.
Yeah, so Jonathan Nichols says, Sean, you should try to get Mike and Jay from... we watched a movie on your Lambkin Lane roundtable. Awesome guys.
All right, so I'm going to say this publicly. I've kept this little nugget to myself. I think the Wham guys are fucking hilarious. I think they've built a fantastic network for themselves. I think sometimes they're a bit over the top. I think sometimes when you have a discussion, there needs to be some level of seriousness to it. And I feel like they're always over the top, but that's what they are. And look at their vast network. What is it? Over 100,000 subscribers. Super chats like crazy. It's truly incredible what those guys have done. I like them. I watch a lot of their stuff. I believe I have them both on Facebook as well. But in a nutshell, when we reached out to those guys about asking about coming on, we have not reached out to them about the Lambkin Lane Roundtable. The truth is, there probably isn't room for them at this point to join. But when we reached out to them about possibly coming on, obviously we know having those guys on the channel for an hour or two interview is going to help us out. It's going to boost views. It's going to... bring in some subscribers for us.
Are we going to the Rippers?
Right. We're passing a strip club right about now. They basically said they had no interest, is how it went down. And I don't, I'm not mad about it. I get it. It doesn't really do them any good to appear on our channel. Those guys are really busy. I know they're both working guys and family guys. But from what I gathered, they don't really have interest in coming on. So it's not a matter of us not having interest. It's maybe them just not having interest in coming on a smaller
network. Yeah,
is how I chalk it up to. And that's fine. I mean, when you get that big, you can be picky and choosy. And at the end of the day, I think they're super talented dudes and love what they do.
Intel super chatted, are these the mean streets of Toronto? No, worse, it's Oshawa.
I mean, we could drive to Toronto, but we're kind of low on gas right now. And I already got the 20% notification on my phone, so the phone is not going to last forever here.
No, we're in Whitby right now.
We're in Whitby, heading towards Brooklyn, not Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn, Ontario. So
Intel also said, hey Toronto, your 60 Canadian is about $45 US.
Oh man. Yeah, I think there's a few more.
Maskmaker Mike says, I got you, bro, whenever you call me.
Awesome. We'll definitely talk tonight, Mike. Lots to talk about.
Pete's Ultimate Movie Review says, gotta go, guys. See you in the next video.
Pete always jumps in here for like 5 or 10 minutes and then takes off, and then joins back for 5 or 10 minutes and then takes off. It's cool stuff. I get it. No problem, Pete.
Love that dude. Okay. Okay. Toronto Freddy says, I love the POV stream. It's like Michael driving. Then he goes, yeah, your heart definitely breaks for your babies. Then he also says, bullocks?
Bullocks?
Yeah. And then he also says, come visit me. Frank says, hot tub pullin', Sean. Popeye says, hi guys.
Popeye or Poppy?
Poppy. Popeye, I'm sorry.
He might actually pronounce it Popeye, I'm not sure, but I call him Poppy. He's my Poppy. Intel Wilden with the super chat, but I can't read that, it's too small.
It hasn't loaded on my phone yet. Give me a second. Okay, how much gas are we using up tonight?
How much gas are we using up tonight? Well, we're almost on E right now, so you might actually see us pull into a gas station here while live streaming. I'll try not to let that happen, but we're pretty low.
Bullocks because of we watched a movie.
Bullets because we watched a movie. Gotcha. Again, I think those guys are great. I think they're awesome. But when we reached out, we only reached out the once. I'm not going to nag people to come on. Either they've heard of us and have some interest, or they don't. So.
Frank says, "Where did you and Jade meet?" A dog park.
Actually, there's a. I don't know. Does someone want to spot us some gas money, and we'll tell the story about how we met, because it's rather funny. So the story kind of goes like this.
Sean stalked me for a number of years.
Yeah.
And then we started dating, and I didn't know that he was my stalker.
Oh my god.
Until afterwards.
What an awesome reputation to give me. This is fantastic. No, so what happened is I was with my ex, and we were living together at the time, and Jade was working at a Walmart in our city, and it was the local Walmart we went to. So my brother and I had made a trip to Walmart, and so we made the trip to Walmart. We do our shopping, and we're going through the till, And there's this cute little blonde with glasses who is just flirting it up massively with me. But I'm sort of like too dumb to realize it. And
I think that's one of the first times that I met Zach too.
Zachary wasn't with us.
No,
it was just Brendan and I. So, but you might have seen us in there with Zach at some point.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going through the checkout, and here we'll reverse cam for a couple of minutes, and then we'll put you back on POV. We're going through I was going to say, hey, the reason why we're doing POV is Jade's naked, but clearly she's not. But anyway, we're going through the checkout. So Jade's apparently like just flirting with me big time. And I'm the guy who's like just too stupid to notice it, and probably am not noticing it because I'm in a committed relationship at that time. And so was she.
I was about to say, let's point out.
So
I was as well.
we're leaving, and my brother's just sort of like, hey. I'm like, what? And he's like, did you not see how much she was flirting with you back there? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. No, she wasn't. And he bugged me about it, and that was sort of it. We probably passed each other a couple of times in that Walmart.
Little did he know I wasn't actually flirting. I just, when I'm working retail, put on a really flirty voice because I find that it makes people less annoying.
Nobody's buying that.
I wasn't flirting with you.
But anyway, when you become single, one of the popular things to do is go on dating sites. And so she had advertised herself on a dating site as a fan of Star Wars.
I like Star Wars.
Really, she's a fake Star Wars fan.
You're a fake
doesn't
Star
know
Wars
anything.
fan.
You're annoying.
You're annoying.
So anyway,
it was the day he was going to delete his profile because he said that he was giving up on meeting somebody, and then when he saw it, he's just like, no, I need to reach out. And then I stood him up for about 3 weeks in a row.
She's not wrong. I was legit gonna delete my profile, but it was more of like being annoyed of how it was going. To be honest, it's not hard to get a booty call. It just isn't. It's 2000 fucking. Then it would have been what, early 2017, and it's just it's not hard. But you're not looking for that. I wasn't looking for that. I'm fresh off of cancer treatment. And
I was fresh out of a 5-year relationship. That's what I was looking for. But
and I was just annoyed. And we agreed we're going to meet up at the lake around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, just to talk, sit in each other's cars, whatever. And she fucking stands me up. No call, no text, nothing. And I'm literally like, at that point, yeah, I'm done. I have no time for people who waste other people's time. And then she ends up messaging me back. And
okay, but you also have to understand where I was working at the time. I worked until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Are you really going to make excuses for yourself?
Yes.
Oh,
I worked until 1 o'clock in the morning where I was working. And who's going to fucking go meet a person for the first time at 1 o'clock in the morning? That's so sketch. So am I asking to be murdered in your fucking van?
You're still here, aren't you?
Yes.
Anyway, she's making herself sound far more innocent than she actually is. Hey, Toronto Freddy, we keep this up, we might be at you. We're in Ajax now. So anyway, that's kind of how it went down. We met at a dog park.
We both brought our dogs for our first official date.
And
they played together. It was real cute.
We're not actually going to say what the joke is because I
know.
She said a very inappropriate joke.
It was very dark.
That would a very dark humor that would offend most people, and
it was so dark.
And I thought it was funny, and I just kind of thought, oh wow, she's perfect for me.
And my car's standard, so I remember being like, "You drive standard, right?" He goes, "Yeah." I went, "Good," because I don't like driving my car that much.
So, and that was it. Let's catch up on some of these chats. I think there's some super chats in. Let's go back to the POV.
Okay, where are we? Did you do... Art says, where are you guys heading?
We're not sure, man. We're just out for today's Sunday, right?
Yeah.
We're out for a Sunday drive, man. We're going to have to stop and get some gas. That's, without doubt, I'll probably get you to just throw in a little bit.
Okay. Toronto says, I can't watch them anymore. I find them too annoying. Me or... No, I'm just kidding. We know who you're talking about there.
Are you talking about Wham?
Yes.
The Wham guys can be over the top, but I think they're cool. I respect what they've done, and hey, they've built that stuff from the ground up, so all the power to them.
Intel sends $20 for the gas tank.
Aw, very thoughtful of you, Intel. I think what we might do tonight, if Jade's okay with it, might go through a drive-thru, pick up a drink or something. But my phone's gonna die here, guys. We're at a little under 20%. We're gonna do the stream till the phone dies.
Yeah.
You okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
So we're gonna do the stream until the phone dies, and when the stream randomly disconnects, that will be the end of it. We haven't gotten the 10% warning yet, so we're probably good for another, I'm gonna guess half an hour or so.
Okay,
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I had to honk on the brake.
Triple Stacks and Toronto Freddy both said he has a little bit of Michael Myers in him, stalkerish. And then Freddy says, did you a stalker in your Michael Myers mask?
No, see, Toronto Freddy, I'm a big dude, man. I mean, you know, you see me in a TIFF line. 6 foot 300. I love Michael, but I also believe Michael has a stature that needs to... You have to have a certain stature for Michael, and I don't have it. I'm the Burger King Michael Myers. Michael has just said fuck it, and he's going to go to Burger King a bunch.
Toronto Freddy also says, you two are too cute.
Aw, thanks. You know, the one thing I've opened up to is having Jade on more. She has opened herself up a little bit more to being on these things, and I think that's a lot of fun.
Intel sent $5, and he goes, this POV could be the kiss cam.
The kiss cam? Oh, you're going to need a lot more than $5 for that.
Sean has a issue with public displays of affection or affection in general.
That's not... Wow. Ouch.
I know he loves me, and I know that he shows me in his own way, but he's not very well at showing affection in the traditional sense.
I wasn't loved very well as a child. I mean, I'm actually kind of being serious there, but I think I do a decent job of showing Jade that I love her, and
he's opened up a lot since we've been together, and he's gotten better with it.
The best thing I can tell you is I would die for her. I would take a bullet for her, and I think that's the best compliment that you can give someone. I'm gonna stop for gas here. I'm gonna get you to get out and put something in. Okay.
Poppy says, check you later, or chat later, guys. Have a good night.
Aw, Poppy, appreciated.
Saturn says, where did you see the Halloween Kills poster?
Man, you're all over that, aren't you, Saturn? The Halloween Kills poster. When I'm not turning an extremely busy corner at Taunton and Salem in Ajax, I'll answer that question, because this is one of those corners where if you're not paying attention, you're going to get T-boned the hell out of.
Yeah. Go, 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 go!
Alright, so I'm going to find a gas station down here. We're good.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to go all the way back in. I have to go back out. That parking lot entry is just stupid.
Okay.
So Saturn, I'm going to try to explain this in the best way that I can. While other channels are far more, they're more well-known than we are, because we started doing this late. I was blessed in 2015 for being part of the Channel 1138 network, where I got my start podcasting. It's why I can freely come on here on cam and express myself, and it hasn't really been too big of a transition, other than obviously updating the quality and the equipment and whatnot. But while being part of Channel 1138, I got to meet some people inside the industry. You sort of befriend them, and you trust their sources. So while we're small time and have, I think 2,200 subscribers, maybe slightly more than that, we're growing. I can confidently tell you, I'm not sure there's a better connected YouTube channel to the production, at least Blumhouse Productions, than we are. And that's not boasting or anything of that sort, That's just factually speaking. If you notice, almost back before the delay and whatnot, we were right about 95% of the time, long before there were ever any announcements or any Hollywood industry scoops. We're lucky in that regard. I don't take it for granted. Some productions we can have the inside track on, and some we're just out to lunch and have no idea. So in terms of being able to see the poster, all I can tell you is someone showed it to me, someone that I trust, and I know it. In fact, it was online for a couple of days. But if it gets yanked down quickly, sometimes they can guard it, and that's how. It's some of the reasons why when scoops were coming out, we were sharing a lot with you guys, which I have no problem with. But the second I had the script dropped on my lap, I had to be careful about what I was sharing there, because now I'm no longer sharing scoops and rumors. I know the actual movie, and I'm not just going to spoil the movie. That's a cheap way to get cheap clickbait, and that's not us. Sorry, let's catch up.
Okay. Stay Tall Hall said, did you enjoy my Myers fan films? Do you enjoy the fan films?
Oh, okay. I thought he meant like his fan films.
I'm not sure if they meant it like that or not, but...
You can pay at the pump, right?
Yeah, I can pay at the pump.
All right.
I don't go into stores to pay.
Stick 20 in.
I'll stick 20 in you.
Ooh. All right, I'm gonna have to try to. I'm gonna catch up on the chats, guys.
I said pay does not work at this pump. Go to a different one.
Of course it doesn't.
Okay, just real quick while I'm doing that. Art says Joyride, and then if you had to give one person a copy of the of the Halloween Kill script, how much would you charge?
I mean, I'll address this.
Yeah.
I gotta roll down the window too. I can't breathe.
That's the plan, Stan.
All right, so I'm gonna put it back to me for a second. So look, I wouldn't charge anything. It's not my place to charge. It's not my product. That shit right there can get you in a massive amount of trouble. Huge lawsuit. We would never do anything like that. It's just not us. So nothing. But I'm also not going to distribute it out there for just anybody to see. Someone dropped it on my lap and not one of our sources either. I ended up, fact checking with people, and it ended up being the legit thing. And the only reason I sent it to Jimmy Champagne to begin with is he'd received one that wasn't real. And I just wanted to fact check with him. So he is the one guy that we showed, and that was it. We've teased some stuff from it on our Patreon, and we'll continue to do so, but we've never full on gone out and spoiled anything, and we won't go out and spoil anything. It's not the way that I operate. For months now, I've been saying the movie's going to be worth the wait. We're 13 months away. I get it. It feels like forever. But it absolutely is going to be amazing. Also, by the way, Darren Sands, who was in the chat earlier, sent me a link. Tenet did really well globally, 150 million, but domestically it only did $20 million. And that is not good for the people that have been harping on they need to release it anyways. That's a massive failure. Domestically speaking, it's had, like, our local theater has 24 screens in it, and they're showing Tenet about 50 times a day. And we're just in, like, Oshawa Whitby area. Theaters in Toronto are showing it even more. And, at the end of the day, $20 million is not very much. And I know people might say, hey, look at the... people might say, hey, look at what it did globally. But the fact is, if you go back and you check at what... here we go. If you check at what Halloween 2018 did on a global scale, most of its profits are domestic. Their global reach wasn't, massive of any sort. No, you got to go further. Oh my God. Can we get a super chat for that? Anybody want to send some super chats for that? What the hell were you doing?
I don't know what hurt my neck.
We need to get some super chats in for the dummy that just hurt her neck.
No, not my neck, my nip.
Oh, your nip.
My nip.
It hurt your boobs. Okay. What in the hell? Art Wishwood said 300 million, bro. I don't know what he was asking. Jade's going to catch me up on the chat now because I haven't been able to see any of it.
Okay.
So we'll have a better idea of what's going on. But yeah, anyway.
Frank says, Sean's phone is made by Judith's boyfriend. It won't last long.
That's cool. No, it just hasn't been charged in a bit. We'll let you guys know when it's a 10% warning. It'll give you guys an idea of where we are. This guy's just going to keep driving anyway.
Yeah, didn't even fucking look over.
I had the right of way, but he just cuts in front, expecting me to stop. And, you know, for your little flop on the car there, not one super chat came in.
I know, what the fuck, guys? I sacrificed my boob for this. Toronto Freddy says, either was I, but I don't mind some displays of public affection. I hate seeing people sucking each other's faces off. Yeah, that's just gross. That's childish, man. Like sucking each other's face off in public. I don't want to see that. What are we, fucking teenagers?
I gotta be honest here, I'm not sure where we are. We're somewhere in Ajax. We're on Roslyn. But I don't know which way is east, or, sorry, I don't know which way is south or north.
Lakers are up Lakers up at 16 at the end of the first.
Was that a super chat?
It was $5 by Intel.
So you see what happened there is Intel super chatted his basketball team winning, but Jade, who did the flop on the car, which I'm surprised hasn't gotten more messages, got nothing.
Frank says,
make sure you might have to scroll back a bit. I'm pretty sure we missed a bunch of questions.
No, I've already scrolled back. I'm catching up. Frank says, I make sure to kiss my wife goodbye every time and get a handful too.
I definitely get plenty of handfuls. It's not hard to notice either. But I think you should definitely show your spouse love. It's just harder for me some days than others.
You've gotten a lot better since the kids have been born, but okay.
Kids, is there something I don't know? Did you give one away?
I did. How do you think we pay for our house?
We don't have a house.
Exactly. Exactly.
We rent a main floor and a basement.
Intel says, Frank, her boyfriend was a 2-pump chump.
What else we got?
Saturn says, yeah, I want this poster bad.
You're probably going to be waiting, Saturn. You know, they might do a teaser poster. Who knows if it'll even remain the official poster. I honestly couldn't tell you, but it was the one they were working with.
Freddie says, I know that gas station. You're damn near in Scarborough. Just outside of Ajax?
No, yeah, we're not even in Pickering yet, man.
I'll Be Back says, I think it did bad domestically because it was released early in other countries. Probably would have been different if they released it on the same day. I
have no doubt that definitely plays into it. But from what I understand, the theaters in the U.S. were just not ready to receive it yet. I absolutely, legitimately, I have no idea where we are right now other than we're on Roslyn. So
we'll get there home eventually.
Are we on Roslyn or did we turn off Roslyn?
We're on Roslyn.
Rossland.
Art says, how much was the budget for Tenet? That's what Freddie was replying, 300 mil, bro.
Without marketing. Keep in mind, Tenet got fucked. I don't know any other, lighter way to put it. Tenet got fucked bad when you think about it because they paid for so much of their marketing before the pandemic and then had to pay again for marketing after the pandemic. From what I understand, there's the 10% warning, guys, so we're probably in the last it's not going to charge. We're probably in the last 15 to 20 minutes of this stream. The bottom 10%, your last 10% usually doesn't last as long as other 10%. But anyway, from what I understand, they need to make about $500 to $550 million to break even. A lot of people just see a production budget and go, oh, that's what they need to make to break even. But production budgets don't contain marketing.
Intel sent $5 and says, you guys are out of control.
Out of control?
That might have been for me jumping on the roof.
Oh, I see.
He also sent in a $5 super chat saying, try not to get pulled over by the cops, please.
We're not doing anything illegal.
Not right now. Maybe
Again,
when we park.
Oh!
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you haven't even seen our OnlyFans account. No, I'm kidding. We don't have one of those either. So.
But I mean, if there's enough money in it,
oh my
maybe. Anybody want feet pics? I'll send them.
Oh my god.
$1,000 a piece.
Wow. Wow. I
Um,
honestly have no idea where we are.
Art says, what's your favorite date night movie?
Game night was great.
Game night was really good.
I loved game night. I thought game night was fantastic.
We like comedies for our date night movies. Only because we watch a lot of horror stuff on our own anyway. Right?
Yeah, it's fair to
that's
say.
what you'd say? Yeah.
It's fair to say. Oh, yeah. No, we're going the wrong way.
Oh, we are?
Yep. We're back up to Taunton Road. Whoops.
Oopsies. Saturn says, I hope we get a trailer and poster in October.
Time will tell. The last that we heard, man, there was lots of talk about them taking the Batman route and deciding to put out a trailer early. They've seen the hype that it's gained and the exposure that it's gained. Whether that happens or not remains to be seen. Let me ask the chat something. There's about 20 of you guys watching right now. I don't want the drive along AMAs to be like it. First of all, we have a little one, so most of the time they're not possible. And I don't want to oversaturate it. I mean, it's good getting financial support from you guys because it allows us to do more of this. And it's fun. It's fun to talk with the community. But I just want to know what the interest level is on us doing more drive along AMAs. Do you guys want to see more of that? What do you guys want? I could see us
They want our OnlyFans account.
I could see us doing a drive along AMA maybe once every other week. I think that's possible, once every couple of weeks. We'll see.
Flinner says they were saying Tenet needed to make 400 or 500 million just to break even.
Yeah, no, I think 500 million sounds about right. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit more than that.
And then he also said they're definitely losing money with this.
I mean, I don't know if the box office is going to have the same reflections it normally does. Obviously, traditional box office, all your money's made in the first couple of weekends, maybe even your first 3 weekends, and then it tails off considerably. However, with it being limited seating capacity, it's very possible that the box office could continue to go strong for quite some time.
Not Collingwood. Cullen Gardens is?
Cullen Gardens is in Whitby, isn't it?
Yeah, but isn't that where it is? Is it like Cullen Gardens?
I don't think Cullen Gardens exists anymore.
No, they renamed it to something else. But is this where it is? Because the plaza's up there and it should be whatever.
I don't know. Let's keep up with the chat. There's a lot to catch up on.
There's actually not. We're pretty much up to date. Frank sent in $5 for my booby. So thank you, Frank.
Aww.
I'm glad to know that it wasn't for nothing. I tried to be funny and it failed. Then Intel sent in like a couple laughing emojis at Frank. He also says he likes the drive-alongs. Triple Stack says it's cool, yes. Freddie said, yeah, it's a bit more personal. Flinner then says, I'm 22 and have never driven before, but I'm planning on going to a driving school and getting my license by the end of the year. Any advice since you're an experienced driver? I'm pretty nervous. LOL.
We were just watching somebody in a Walmart parking lot fail miserably at attempting to park. The worst thing you can do while driving is overthink everything. The second you start overthinking everything, you're in trouble because you're a danger to yourself and a danger to everybody else around you. I have been driving since I was 16, so I've been driving 16 years. I've been working in transportation on and off for the last almost 10. So I'm very experienced at it. Honestly, all driving school's really going to do for you, man, if I'm being honest, is save on your insurance. So it's probably worth it to go through it to save on your insurance. But if you think that driving school is going to teach you the tools to do whatever you need to do or whatever's necessary to be a good driver, I completely disagree. At least up here in Canada, I completely disagree because I consider myself one of the better drivers. And here I will boast. I think I'm one of the better drivers in all of this province. There's a reason why I have a squeaky clean driving record and why I work where I work. But honestly, just pay attention to the road. As much as you guys are on now and then, I'll look down at the phone just to see the angle. But I really don't worry about it because you guys are seeing the same shit that I'm seeing in front of me. Jade's feeding me the questions. And I'm just enjoying myself, you know. Always watch your surroundings while driving. That's the big thing. Surroundings and mirrors.
Also, don't have road rage.
That too. That too. Now I know where we are.
Yeah, I know exactly where we are. Mucho Burritos in that plaza.
Yeah, it probably makes sense, though. We're in the last 10%. Again, guys, when the stream cuts, that will be it for the night. So, yeah. It could cut at any time. It could be 15 minutes. It could be 5 minutes. It could be 20 minutes. If I had to guess, it's probably closer to 10 or 15. So, yeah, let's catch up on the chat.
Andrew Burton says, what do you think we will get for Halloween Kills in October?
Again, Andrew, same thing I've been saying. The last that I heard, pure rumor. We're not saying this is factual. It is rumor. The last that I heard is oh, what the hell was that?
It was a UFO!
Did anybody else see that on the screen?
I don't think it caught it.
Something just shot through the sky super fucking quick. We're not kidding here or busting anybody's balls.
I actually think that was a UFO.
I have no idea what it is, but it went so fast. Holy crap.
Huh.
Interesting. Where was I?
Halloween Kills.
Halloween Kills. There's talks about them doing a trailer in October, much like the Batman. I wouldn't hold your breath on it. I still think a sizzle reel's more likely, or a poster. But they're considering all things.
Hey, look, there's
right
the
now.
chicken and waffles place, and stop selling chicken and waffles. Fuck you, place.
Fuck you, place. Oh my god, alright. Let's catch up.
Okay. Toronto Freddy says, that place was cool to visit as a kid. Cullen Gardens.
Cullen Gardens, yeah.
I
Little
really,
miniature city.
Yeah, it made me feel like a giant.
Made me feel like Godzilla.
Yeah. Frank Riker says, it's the Cash Cab. I love that show.
The Cash
Love
Cab.
it. It's like Jeopardy, but in the fucking car. Triple Stack says, also listen for sirens when you're learning how to drive. And check your mirrors.
Yeah, listening for sirens is important. I don't think it's way up there, but if you're checking your mirrors and paying attention to what's in front of you and beside you, you should see them. Believe it or not, deaf people do drive.
Johnny Melancholy says, what is your most anticipated movie?
Like, just that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, most anticipated movie. It's honestly probably Halloween Kills, you know. I'm excited to see how paper translates onto screen. I think you could read the best thing in the fucking world, but it doesn't mean it's going to translate onto screen, you know, at all. It could be complete and utter dog shit. But I don't anticipate that being the case. I know nothing about Dune as a franchise, nothing at all. But when I seen some of the screenshots that we've seen of Dune, it looks amazing. It reminds me of Blade Runner 2049, which I think has the best sets ever built in any piece of cinema ever.
Best sex?
Sets. S-E-T-S. Sets. Best sex is definitely not in Blade Runner. Just saying. Best sex is probably on, you know, my mom's hot friend video or something like that. Or my friend's hot mom or something like that. So
gross.
Stuff like that.
Intel sent in a super chat saying, did I hear we watched the movie is Giving You No Love?
I'm not saying they're not giving us love, man. I'm simply saying when I reached out to them, they didn't have any interest in coming on. And they weren't rude about it at all. but I've been around long enough, whether it's in this industry or another thing I used to do for a living is we'd run ball hockey tournaments for adults and for children. And you always know when someone has interest or not. It's pretty easy to tell. And it was pretty abundantly clear they didn't have interest. I mean, we're a 2,200 subscriber YouTube channel that if we're lucky, we might approach 3,000 by Christmas at this point. Yeah, you know, what do they have to benefit from coming on our channel? Some bigger channels do, some don't. They elected not to. That's fine. I still like what they do. I think they're good guys.
Triple Stack sent an alien emoji.
Alien emoji.
So it was a UFO. Then Saturn says, mine too, Halloween Kills. Freddy says, the Batman.
The Batman. Oh, I'll tell you what. There's so much good cinema coming, guys. I think the Eternals sounds, or I think it's just Eternals now. They dropped the. Eternals sounds fantastic. The Batman looks amazing. Halloween Kills seems, amazing. Dune looks great. No Time to Die looks fantastic. There's just so much good cinema to come. I'll definitely check out Scream 5. Again, I'm a fan of the first 2 Scream films more than I am the last 2 Scream films, but I'll check it out.
Then Flinner says, do you know if the dead meat who comes into the chat every now and then is the real dead meat? He has like 4 million subscribers, lol. And Freddie actually answered that for you, said it most certainly is.
Yeah, I believe that is the actual dead meat. From my understanding, I reached out to him on Facebook and more or less got a thumbs up. That was it. Just a thumbs up emoji. Nothing more. So to my knowledge, it is in fact the real dead meat. No, he has not given us a shout out yet, but maybe one day he will. I know getting a shout out from a channel that huge would definitely help boost the subscribers in the community, but it's their choice whether they want to give that stuff. I respect that. I get it. I totally understand.
Freddie says another show that he's looking forward to is fucking speed traps, is Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Freddie said that?
Yep.
I'm hit or miss on Snyder stuff. I really am. Pull on the highway, get off it like Curtis and come back.
Yeah.
We're going to go on a Canadian freeway. How's that sound, guys? We're going to go on a Canadian freeway, see what happens here.
But first we get to see where I work.
Yeah.
Just kidding, I work from home now because I'm a mother.
Although she won't be soon.
I won't be a mother?
No, that's not what I meant. Snyder Cut, I'm intrigued by. I'm not sure we need it, if I'm being honest. But I'm definitely intrigued by it. I just get annoyed seeing the shit that Ray Fisher talks about, and it's the Jeff Johns thing. And as much as DC has a lot going for them right now, some of it's still, filled with turmoil.
Saturn says, hope 2021 is better than 2020.
I think we all hope 2021 is better than 2020, brother. Totally get it.
Johnny Melancholy
Johnny, yeah.
says, what's the release date for The Conjuring 3?
Wow. Conjuring 3 backed up to next year. To my knowledge, those guys were aiming late September. They might go before that, but that means in very short order, you're going to get The Conjuring 3, The Batman, and Halloween Kills.
Flinner says, I can't wait for the new Candyman movie. It looks great. Hope it sticks to its release date next month.
I think Candyman's going to stick. I really do. It's a very low budget movie. It's just not something I'm super, intrigued by. As bad as that sounds, we might go see it, but so far I haven't seen anything that says I need to rush to go see it in a movie theater. Then again, Jade and I seen New Mutants last night. This is what I mean by all film is subjective. Jade really didn't like New Mutants.
It didn't have enough character development for me to give a fuck about what happens to them.
And I thought New Mutants was actually quite good considering the turmoil and the multi-year release delay. This thing was supposed to come out in, I believe, late 2017, early 2018, and it just came out. I don't know. I'm not. I thought it was decent. It's nice to see a superhero movie, even though I wouldn't call them superheroes necessarily. That it's nice to see a superhero movie where, you know, the stakes aren't about saving the whole bloody world. You know, something with lower stakes.
Freddie says it has to be better than the garbage Joshua Whedon shit on us.
Yeah, so Jade and I took Zachary to go see, we basically went to see back-to-back movies.
We saw Aquaman.
No, that's not what we saw.
Oh.
We saw Thor Ragnarok
And Aquaman.
on the Friday and Justice League on the Saturday. And yeah, that is what it is.
Sure wasn't, but okay.
I'm not pretty sure. I'm damn sure I know what it is. Check the release dates.
99.9% sure it was Aquaman, but okay.
Jade has no idea what she's talking about because Aquaman came out in December, and not to mention a different year altogether. Anyway, we went to see Thor Ragnarok on the Friday, Justice League on the Saturday. Thor Ragnarok is literally my favorite MCU movie, and Justice League is a heaping pile of elephant shit. And then you the fact you see it right after seeing Thor Ragnarok doesn't help its case any.
Saturn says, what do you think will make more money, The Conjuring or Halloween Kills? I think The Conjuring.
I think Halloween Kills. I do. I think The Conjuring is at the point. Is your door closed?
Yeah, it's good.
Here, no, what's Halloween Kills. I do.
See, I don't think so. I think The Conjuring, because I think that as much as a lot of the fall subscribers that you have are more Halloween, I think it's still more niche than The Conjuring, because even Shawnee watches The Conjuring, but she won't watch Halloween.
Maybe people can search up what did The Conjuring 2 make worldwide, and what did Halloween 2018 make. If someone wants to comment in the chat for us about that, that'd be great.
Toronto Freddy says Justice League.
Justice League. That's great, man. That's awesome.
Oh, I get it now. Okay.
Yeah.
Flinner says, I can't wait for the Batman. I prefer comic book movies that are much more gritty and grounded. Not a big fan of CGI feasts, but a bunch of green screen takes me right out of it, but that's just me. Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Then Freddy says, the beatdown though, I'm vengeance.
Oh, that trend. First of all, even though the Batman gave us 2-minute and 40-second trailer, that's how you do a teaser. It had some length to it, didn't give away too much of the movie, and just looked fan-fucking-tastic.
I'm just waiting for that comment to load. Conjuring 2 made $320.4 million.
Alright, well, there you have it then. Right now, The Conjuring 3 would be the favorite, but I have a feeling the fact that Halloween Kills gets an IMAX release, an official IMAX release, those guys, if theaters are at full capacity, and that I'm still not sure about, those guys are hoping to make $300 million off of Halloween Kills, and I'm not sure The Conjuring 3 is going to be able to repeat what
Like I said, I think that the Halloween is still too much of a niche thing. I think that The Conjuring's going to do better for that reason alone.
We'll have to see.
Putting my money on it right now. And then I'll be back and... Sorry, he was the one that said about the 320. Saturn said the exact same thing 10 seconds later.
Yeah.
He also said that Halloween 2018 made 2.55 mil.
250 mil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But then Johnny said, what's your favorite Halloween movie? 3.
Yours is Halloween 3?
3.
Mine's Halloween 4, man. I love Halloween 4. I know most people think it's sacrilegious to choose anything but Halloween 1. But for me, Halloween 4, the pacing, I think Ellie Cornell in it's just fantastic. Jamie Lloyd. I'm drawing a blank here. I shouldn't be. Not Jamie Lee Curtis.
Danielle Harris.
Danielle Harris, that's it. Is amazing in it. She's wonderful. I love what they did with Halloween 4.
Freddie said 78, and Triple Stack says, I agree, I like 4.
Okay, awesome.
And we're up to date.
Oh, we're up to date.
Up to date.
Let's keep those questions coming in, guys. We've got about 5 or 10 minutes left in this thing.
Saturn says, I agree, Will H4 is one of my faves.
All right, yeah, we're actually going to give the official 5 to 10 minute notice here. I'm assuming that's all we have left. If there's any more chat questions or super chats to come in, now's the time to do it, guys. We're going to do this for hopefully 10 more minutes, but we might only get 5 out of it depending on the phone. When the stream cuts, we're done because my phone will be dead.
Tiger Man says Halloween 78 is better than your favorite movie.
Yeah, most people say that too. So
Toronto Freddy says it's sacrilegious to choose Rob Zombie's I can't pronounce anything today. But it's sacrilegious to choose anything Rob Zombie.
I agree. I'm with you, Freddy.
Johnny says 4 as well, but my first theater experience was a Halloween H2O.
I guess we can announce this during this fun little drive along. Even though Toronto Freddy and I haven't talked about it at full extent, and Toronto Freddy, feel free to comment in here and tell me I'm crossing a line. If I am, I get it. But I think given Toronto Freddy's reply, I can officially announce not Toronto Freddy, but the man behind the Toronto Freddy moniker, I guess, will be appearing in our Halloween 4 sequel fan film, our Indiegogo campaign. So big thanks to him for doing that. Oh, this sign's new.
Oh, it is new.
I do this route every day. This is one of the routes I drive for the private school, and that's new.
Okay, Flinner says, do you like more art house horror movies like Midsummer, The Lighthouse, and Hereditary? I haven't actually seen any of those.
I haven't seen any of those, but from what I understand, Hereditary and The Lighthouse are absolutely mind-blowingly good. I definitely gotta see those. From what I understand, Pattinson and Dafoe are just off the wall good in The Lighthouse.
I heard that Hereditary's like bomb.
Yeah.
Triple Stack says, what's your favorite kill scene in any of the Halloweens? Hot tub.
I'm not gonna answer that question, Triple Stacks, specifically because on September the 17th, we're gonna do a Fandom Empire live, and it's gonna be a live stream, of course, where Ray and I and whoever else is on that night are gonna give our top 25 kills in the Halloween franchise. And I feel like by answering that question, it would spoil some of what we have planned for that night.
Intel sent in a $5 super chat saying, thanks for the drive along stream, thumbs up emoji.
Well, it's not over yet, Intel, but my guess is it's going to cut out soon.
Saturn says, Halloween Kills will be the first horror movie I see in theaters.
Oh, man, I don't want to kill the guy's buzz or anything here, but I mean, personally for me, this is just getting back on the highway, isn't it? Yeah, we don't want to do that. So I don't want to kill your buzz here, Saturn, but I gotta be honest, more times than not, I prefer to watch a horror movie in my own home in the dark, especially if it's one that I've never seen before. That said, and Toronto Freddy can attest to this, him and I were both at the TIFF opening night premiere of Halloween 2018, and whether it was the awesome fan interaction in the line or the atmosphere inside that cinema, it was an absolutely insane atmosphere to be a part of. Wonderful.
Johnny says, before you go, what's your favorite rock band? Just curious, LOL. It's okay, you can ask whatever.